Good evening, you gun-toting ghouls and morally bankrupt meatbags. Heh heh heh. Welcome back to the crypt, where secrets rot faster than bodies and justice comes. Post-mortem. Tonight's chilling tale comes locked and loaded with sin, steel, and spiritual sniper fire. It's a little morality massacre I like to call the Hitman.
I put a bullet in a priest's head 3 years ago. Now his followers are trying to rip my soul out through my goddamn spine. No, I'm not fucking around. And no, this isn't some LARPing bullshit or a pasta rewrite. I know how that sounds. But if you've ever been in the shit like I have, you learn to stop questioning things that don't make sense. You just act. I used to kill people for a living. Not like some cool John Wick movie crap. I'm talking motel bathrooms, cars rigged to blow, unregistered guns dumped in canals. I was good. Too good. So good they started sending me to clean up other cleaners. Then one job went sideways. Real sideways. A priest in Baltimore, Father M, wasn't even on our radar until he started poking around our people, talking about redemption rituals and purifying the vessels. I didn't give a shit. Just got the location, showed up, made it clean. But the way he looked at me before he died, man, I still see that. He smiled, fucking smiled like I was doing him a favor, whispered something I didn't understand. Ashtar Eluun is coming. I told myself it was just dying man nonsense. Junkies say weirder shit with half their brain melted. But I felt it, deep in my bones. That whisper stuck with me. Anyway, I got out not long after that. Too many close calls. I'd stacked enough bodies to keep me awake forever, so I vanished. New name, burner IDs, cash buried in PVC pipe across 3 states. Ended up in a cabin out in bumfuck northern Idaho. No neighbors, no cell service, barely working plumbing. Perfect for ghosts like me. The first few months were peaceful. Deer, cold beer, silence, therapy in wood chopping form. I actually thought I was starting to feel normal. I stopped checking the windows every night until I noticed the symbols. First one was carved into a tree near the path to my well. It looked like some freaky-ass sun with too many rays and a weird eye in the middle. Figured it was teenagers, maybe bored locals, but it didn't stop. Next week I found one etched into the side of my shed. A perfect circle burned into the wood, still warm when I touched it. The weird part, I never heard anything. No footsteps, no tools. Just there one day. I brushed it off. Paranoia. Old habits. It wasn't until I found the dead raccoon nailed to my front door that I realized I wasn't alone. Yeah, you read that right. Raccoon. Spread eagle. Gut open. Symbols carved into its flesh. No blood anywhere. Just bone dry, like it had been drained. I burned it. Threw up in the yard. Then triple-checked every lock on the cabin. I started sleeping with my old .45 under the pillow again. Then came the dreams. Jesus Christ. The dreams. Every night, I'd wake up drenched in sweat, heart pounding, ears ringing. I'd hear whispering in a language I've never heard in my life, but somehow understood. It always ended with the same word. Ashtar. I remembered that name. That priest. That creepy-ass smile. I started researching. Used a generator to power up my old laptop. Nearest signal was a 40-minute drive, so I had to wait for stormless nights to get even a bar. Most of the stuff I found was buried deep. Forms older than the internet. Archived scans of cult documents, pages that vanished after one click. But I learned a few things. Ashtar Eluun. Some ancient god from the gaps between stars. Not the fun kind either. The kind that feeds on pain, blood, and regret. Wants a world of flesh puppets screaming his name. Apparently, his followers believe he needs 7 marked souls to break into our world. And the last one? Someone who spilled rivers of blood, but now seeks peace. You see where this is going? It all clicked. That priest. He wanted me to kill him. Wanted to mark me. I was part of the ritual. And now, his little fan club was coming to finish the job. It started with the fires. Circles of flame in the woods around my cabin. Quiet ones. No crackling, just glowing like demonic campfires. I'd step outside and they'd flicker out, but the next morning they'd be back. Closer. Then the visitors came. First one was a girl, barefoot, white dress, standing in the clearing at 3 a.m., just staring. Pale as bone, black eyes, long hair covering her face. Didn't move. Didn't flinch when I screamed at her. I fired a warning shot into the air. She vanished. No sound, no running, just poof. Next night, 2 figures, robes, chanting. I fired again. This time they ran, but I heard them laughing, high-pitched like children underwater. I knew I couldn't stay. Packed a bag, loaded the truck, floored it down the hill. Didn't get a mile before I hit something. Wasn't an animal. It was one of them. I swear to God. He smiled as I hit him, rolled up the windshield and over the cab. I jumped out, gun drawn. Nothing. No blood. No body. Just one of those symbols carved into the asphalt. I left the truck, ran back to the cabin. Dumb, I know, but it felt safer than the open woods. Boarded the windows, set traps, loaded every mag I had. That night they came for real. No subtlety, no hiding. They surrounded the cabin. I saw their shapes in the firelight, dozens of them. Robed, painted, chanting. Then came the knock. 3 soft taps on the front door. I didn't answer, just aimed through the peephole. It was him, the priest, face clean, no bullet hole, smiling like the day I killed him. He didn't speak with his mouth. He spoke inside my head. You are the last. Your suffering feeds the gate. I screamed, fired. Wood splintered. The door burst open, but there was no one there. Just cold, like walking into a freezer full of rotting meat. Then everything went black. When I woke up, it was morning. Cabin untouched. No bodies, no blood. Just one thing had changed. The mirror. Etched into it, perfectly clean, was that goddamn symbol. I've been here for days since then, waiting, watching. Every night they get closer. I hear them under the floorboards now, in the walls. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. I've set traps, prayed, which feels weird as hell, even tried to burn the cabin down. It won't burn. They want me here. I'm the last piece. If you're reading this, and you know anything about Ashtar Eluun, help me. I don't care if you're a witch, a priest, or some hacker who's read more creepypasta than healthy. Please, I can feel them inside my dreams now, tearing pieces off me, one regret at a time. The worst part? A part of me wants to let them in.
Oh, poor baby. Looks like our haunted hitman bit off more than he could chew. He thought he could run from his sins, but now he's trapped in a cabin of cosmic consequences, waiting for the other boot, or hoof, to drop. If you enjoyed this little tale of terror and torment, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Or I might just send Father M to your doorstep with a freshly inked eternal damnation punch card. He's only got one soul left to collect, and I hear yours is to die for. Ha 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 ha.